Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's April 17th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. Cricklewood Green is the fourth studio album by British blues rock band 10 Years After, released in 1970, 10 years after formed in 1966, and quickly gained popularity in the UK blues rock scene. Known for their electrifying live performances, the band consisted of Alvin Lee on guitar and vocals, Leo Lyons on bass, Chick Churchill on keyboards, and Rick Lee on drums. Before, Cricklewood Green, 10 years after had already achieved success with their previous albums, including their breakthrough live album Undead and studio albums like SSSSH. They were known for their energetic live shows and Lee's virtuosic guitar playing. The album was recorded in March 1970 at Olympic Studios in London. It was produced by the band and engineered by Chris Kimsey. The sessions were relatively short, with the band focusing on capturing their live energy in the studio. Cricklewood Green showcases 10 years after's signature blend of blues, rock, and jazz influences. The album features Lee's searing guitar work, Churchill's soulful organ playing, and Lyons and Rick Lee's tight rhythm section. The songs explore themes of love, freedom, and social commentary. The album's standout track is Love Like a Man, which became one of 10 Years After's biggest hits. The song features Lee's fiery guitar solo and catchy riff, and it received significant airplay on FM radio stations. Other notable tracks include Working on the Road and 50,000 Miles Beneath My Brain. Cricklewood Green was a commercial success, reaching number 4 on the UK Albums Chart and number 14 on the US Billboard 200 chart. Cricklewood Green is regarded as one of 10 Years After's finest albums and a classic of the blues rock genre. Its memorable songs, dynamic performances, and Lee's electrifying guitar work continue to inspire rock musicians and guitarists to this day. McCartney is the debut solo album by Paul McCartney, released on April 17, 1970, just weeks before the release of the Beatles' final studio album, Let It Be. The late 1960s saw increasing tension within the Beatles, culminating in the band's breakup in April 1970. McCartney's solo album was released shortly after this dissolution, marking a significant moment in his career as he ventured into the realm of solo artistry. McCartney recorded much of the album in secrecy at his home studio in Scotland during 1969. He adopted a DIY approach, playing nearly all the instruments himself and handling most of the production duties. The recordings were often informal, with McCartney experimenting freely and enjoying the creative freedom of working independently. The album features a diverse range of musical styles, from acoustic ballads to experimental instrumentals. McCartney's songwriting explores personal themes, including love, family, and introspection. The lo-fi production and intimate atmosphere give the album a raw and spontaneous feel. The album was commercially successful, reaching number 1 on the US Billboard 200 chart. McCartney holds a significant place in Paul McCartney's discography as his first solo effort following the Beatles' breakup. Its DIY ethos and stripped-down aesthetic paved the way for subsequent solo albums by McCartney and other artists seeking creative autonomy. The album's standout tracks, such as Maybe I'm Amazed, have become enduring classics in McCartney's solo repertoire. Desperado is the second studio album by the American rock band Eagles, released on April 17, 1973. The Eagles had achieved commercial success with their self-titled debut album in 1972, which featured hits like Take It Easy and Witchy Woman. However, the band was eager to explore more ambitious musical themes and concepts with their follow-up effort. The album was recorded at Island Studios in London and Olympic Studios in London during 1972 and early 1973. The band worked with producer Glenn Johns, who had also produced their debut album. The recording sessions were marked by meticulous attention to detail and a desire to create a cohesive musical narrative. Desperado features a mix of country rock, folk, and soft rock influences, with lush harmonies and intricate instrumental arrangements. The album's songs explore themes of longing, regret, and the search for freedom, reflecting the band's fascination with American mythology and the open road. Desperado is a concept album centered around the theme of the Old West and the outlaw archetype. The album's songs tell stories of lawlessness, redemption, and the price of freedom, with recurring motifs of cowboys, desperados, and lost love. While Desperado didn't achieve the same level of commercial success as the Eagles' later albums, it has since become a cult classic among fans and critics. Its evocative storytelling, lush production, and memorable melodies have cemented its status as one of the band's finest works. Despite its initial commercial underperformance, Desperado laid the groundwork for the Eagles' subsequent success with albums like On the Border and Hotel California, which propelled them to international superstardom. Iron Fist is the fifth studio album by the British rock band Motorhead, released on April 17, 1982. By the time Iron Fist was released, Motorhead had already established themselves as one of the leading bands in the British heavy metal scene. Their previous albums, such as Overkill and Ace of Spades, had garnered critical acclaim and commercial success, solidifying their reputation as pioneers of the genre. The album was recorded at Ramport Studios in London and produced by guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke, with Vic Mail serving as the engineer. The band adopted a straightforward approach to recording, aiming to capture their raw and aggressive sound without unnecessary embellishments. Iron Fist continues Motorhead's signature blend of heavy metal, punk rock, and hard rock influences. The album features fast-paced tempos, distorted guitar riffs, and Lemmy Kilmister's distinctive gravelly vocals. Lyrically, the songs explore themes of rebellion, hedonism, and the darker aspects of life. The album's title track, Iron Fist, serves as its lead single and one of its standout tracks. The song's driving rhythm and catchy chorus helped it become a fan favorite and a staple of Motorhead's live performances. Iron Fist was a commercial success upon its release, reaching number 6 on the UK Albums Chart. Iron Fist received mixed reviews from critics upon its release. Some praised its energy and intensity, while others felt that it lacked the innovation and songwriting depth of Motorhead's earlier albums. Nevertheless, the album has since gained a cult following among fans of heavy metal music. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.